Good morning, students and staff. Mr. Heffernan here, along with
Mrs. Schlosser.
Bringing some very, very important end-of-year updates for our seniors. The class of 2025, it is here. A week and a half to go, and you will be graduating. You'll be an alum of the Palisades School District. So, Mrs. Schlosser and I have some very, very important reminders for you as we head through the next week and a half. Remember, today is your last day of school. Your last day of instruction coming to classes here at Palisades High School. For those seniors, again, seniors only, for those seniors, today is also your last day at the technical school. Tomorrow, you roll right into your exam period. So on Thursday, May 22nd, you will have your Period 3 and Period 4 exams during the regular school day. So you don't need to be here for Periods 1 and 2. You'll show up for Period 3. You'll take your exam. Bell will ring. You'll go to Period 4. You'll take your exam, and at 2:24, we dismiss for the day. On Friday,
as we end the week, you will participate in your Period 1 and 2 final exams. Similar to the previous day, you arrive at 7:40 for Period 1, and then you take your Period 2 exam immediately after Period 1. After Period 2, you are then dismissed to leave for the day.
So moving on to graduation week. Remember, you have exams Thursday and Friday, seniors. You have your long weekend, as do all our students, for the Memorial Day holiday. And then we get into what I call graduation week. On Tuesday, May 27th, seniors do not come to school during the regular day. However, those of you that have been invited to the senior awards ceremony, please remember that it starts at 6 p.m. in the auditorium.
On Wednesday, May 28th, we'll have our annual senior walk. This is a required event for all seniors. Seniors are asked to report to the lobby at the high school with your cap and gown by 10 o'clock a.m. One thing we added is you will be able to walk the halls of the high school before being dismissed to the middle school to start our senior walk.
Sounds like a great event, and I know a lot of you aren't quite sure what to expect, but it has turned out to be really a tradition to some degree here in the Palisades School District, and it's a pretty cool event for our seniors and for the students they visit at the other schools. On Thursday, we're getting really close to graduation. Thursday, May 29th, is graduation practice at 10 a.m. We will meet in the auditorium. Following graduation practice, you'll have your annual senior cookout. I anticipate that'll be somewhere around 11:30.
And then the big debut is Friday, May 30th. So seniors, the class of 2025, we will have our graduation ceremony. Students are asked to arrive at 4:50 as the ceremony will start right at 5:30 p.m.
So a couple things you need to do before we get to that graduation day on May 30th. Remember, take your exams. They start tomorrow and Friday during the regular school day. So whatever period you have those exams, make sure you show up on that day. Make sure you take care of all those different events the following week, the graduation walk, the senior awards, the graduation practice. But a part that you need to take care of next week is getting your supplies and equipment back to the school. So if you have a sports uniform, if you have painting supplies, if you have something from the science department that belongs to them, textbooks, make sure you return all of those items to your teacher and or athletic director along with your Chromebook. So I want to hand it off to Mrs. Schlosser to talk about Chromebook returns.
Great. So I had sent a letter to all students and families. The Chromebook schedule, there are a number of options for you to return your Chromebook. Thursday, May 22nd from 11 to 12. That's in the library at Chromebook Central. And then also Friday the 23rd from 11 to 12 p.m. The following week then on May 28th from 9 to 10. And then Thursday, May 29th from 8 until 9:30. So just keep in mind those dates. Once you're finished all exams, try to get those things in as soon as possible. Also, one thing to think about, if there's any cafeteria debt. There's been letters sent home from our Food and Services Department. All debt has to be cleared and paid in full for all students to receive their diploma.
That's a really good point. And we wanted you to take care of all this stuff over the next week and a half so that on graduation night, you're not held up having to get supplies or get money to clear out your account so that we can officially give you a diploma and you can move on and go celebrate the big occasion. So once again, All of these announcements that Mrs. Schlosser and I had an opportunity to go through are for our seniors only with regards to their end of year. We will be making an announcement in the very near future for our underclassmen with their end of year schedule. But seniors, we're excited for you. You've been a great class. Let's have a great week and a half getting all those things taken care of leading up to your ceremony on May 30th. Congratulations, class of 2025.